That's one finger. And no slippage. Awesome. What's up, guys? So it's been a interesting weekend of a lot of trial and error, but my power steering pump and new screw or new gear is finally in, but it wasn't without a little bit of R&D in terms of proper belt sizing. So you can see here, I've got quite a few belts that I've gone through over the past few days. And what I ended up discovering was a couple of things. So the system that I'm running, and this will help those of you who have a Ripp Supercharger and also want to run PSC power steering system for your JK, is that I have a high altitude pulley on my Ripp. So that's already smaller than what normally comes with the Ripp, right? On the PSC side, I have a larger pulley on the new power steering pump. So what that does is we go a little bit bigger on the PSC side, we run a little bit smaller on the Ripp side. Now the belt that PSC provides, which is a 90-inch belt, they give you a Duralast one, it fits over everything. But my buddy Josh kind of realized like it was slipping. So I'd be at full lock and I'm realizing it's starting to get really hard to turn. Shouldn't be the case. Go all the way to the other side, and again, it's getting kind of hard to turn all the way on the far side. I'm like, what's going on? Well, as it got under load, it started to slip because it just wasn't tight enough. The tensioner wasn't. I noticed it when I let off the tension on the tensioner. Didn't really like do much. Like it kind of went all the way back versus like kind of in the middle. So, you know, in full Goldilocks fashion, I'm like, all right, we're gonna go with the 89.5-inch belt. And that was in the form of this, the 60888. And it just was too tight. It wouldn't even go over the pulleys. Couldn't even like wedge it on, like get a little like screwdriver under there and pull it on. No, that wasn't happening. So too tight. So what it ended up working, and I had actually tried another stock belt prior to that that was provided, and that didn't work. But 89.75 inch. It's a 20 mil wide by 2278 mil serpentine belt. This one is the K060891. I went with the Gates belt because O'Reilly's right next door and this is what they carried. So I'll probably grab myself an extra one as well. But this works. So if you're running the same system, you want an 89.75 inch belt, unless you have the standard pulley, which I think the 90-inch belt that PSC provides will be okay for that. So just keep that in mind. Kind of hard to find the information online. Actually, there is no information about the specific belt online for this setup. So hopefully that helps some of you out there. Thanks, guys.